The officer says the machine's a complete write-off.
Well, machines can always be replaced. You think I should have punished her more severely?
Yes, I do. Solitary confinement and loss of privileges, I'd have thought. It isn't as though there were any reason for what she did.
There's always a reason, Mrs. Armitage.
Well, you don't just suddenly pick up a sewing machine and smash it on the floor.
Do you remember that girl that we had here, Peggy Abbott? She behaved in rather the same way, didn't she?
What, the black girl? Yes, but she wanted to be locked up. She was in here for neglecting her children, and she's such a bad conscience about it, she wanted to be punished. At least that was the theory. I don't see the connection. Betty Evans stole food from her employer. She worked in a pub and helped herself to a lot of stuff from the lunch counter and sold it.
Yes, I've often wondered what happens to all those sausages. Still, you're right, Mrs. Armitage. It's not the same as neglecting a baby, is it? I'd like someone to have a word with her when she calms down a bit. I see that she has a visitor, Mrs. Yardley. What's she like?
I think she'd probably say she was always on the side of the underdog, madam.
Get out of here! You fool! What are you doing?
All right, Gerald Flynn, that'll do. See what I mean?
Dear Charles, with all the difficulties that we have, I don't know why you're so concerned about those two.
I only said I didn't think they ought to be sharing a cell.
Fran and Ella, cheerful, cooperative and hard work. I really don't know why you're so bothered.
Well, I still think it could be a problem.
What I'm worried about is that girl, Linda Silvers. She seems to be turning into some kind of a vegetable. Every time I go to North Wing, she's just sitting there staring at the floor. She can't go on doing that for the next 4 years.
I'm afraid the other women don't like her. They call her the gorilla.
People are quite wrong about gorillas, you know. They're really very timid, vegetarian creatures. Better have a word with our Dr. Mays. Perhaps some occupational therapy will do the trick.
I don't quite see Linda Silvers making cuddly toys, do you?
Miss Blas, can I have another bag of stuffing?
You seem to be using up an awful lot.
Well, he won't want to sit up if I don't.
Oh, Linda, not again.
I'm doing my best.
Yes, I'm sure you are, but really...
The trouble is I can't stand these flowers.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say after Rosemary's cut them out for you.
I don't believe Rosemary's ever seen a flower.
Oh, so now she's a bloody botanist?
Well, look at them. Great lumps.
I really don't know what I'm going to do with you, Linda. You didn't like the tea cozies?
Couldn't stand them.
It was the same with the rabbits and the ashtrays with the shells all round and the photo frames. You don't seem to like anything.
They're all so ugly.
Oh, gets you. Well, Linda, I won't force you to help with anything that doesn't engage your interest. But there must be something.
What's them over there?
Those? Oh, they're paperweights. Now, that is a good idea. I'll get one of the girls to show you how they're made. Only you mustn't get plastic all over everything. It's quite tricky. You have to mix 2 sorts of liquid and pour them very carefully over this seahorse or piece of plastic fern or whatever you've chosen as a decoration.
Not plastic fern. Real flowers. They ought to be real flowers.
I am quite sure we haven't 2 of those dolphin lamps. We're waiting for more to come from Italy.
She only wants one.
Yes, Heather, I know, but unfortunately it's reserved for Lady Rodway. I saw the sticker.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, will you go and look?
Mrs. Boyle, I'm absolutely certain.
All the same, I think you'd better check again. Don't you?
Oh, excuse me, I wonder if you could help
Sorry,
me.
I'm rather busy.
Well, I wondered if this could be delivered.
It depends where to.
South Kensington. It's my mother-in-law's birthday on Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yes. What days do you deliver in that district?
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Only, of course, I can't guarantee that it'll go this week.
Well, there's not much point in my buying it then, is there?
If you can wait, I'll go
No,
and
please
see.
don't bother. I'll take it with me and deliver it myself. I'll write you a check while you're wrapping it up.
Oh, have you got an account, madam?
You do take cheques, don't you?
Well, if you have an account.
No, I haven't, but I have a cheque card.
Yes, that's all right.
Good. Right, thank you. Oh, that's yours.
Oh, you haven't put your address?
Well, it's not necessary. It's under £30. If I welsh on you, the bank pays up.
I'm sorry, madam. We have to have an address. It's the rule.
Very well. That'll always find me.
I'll have to go and speak to Mrs. Foyle.
Hey. Faye Boswell, I can't believe. All right, Heather, you can wrap that up. Faye!
Cecily Charles!
How wonderful to see you again. Oh, I meant to write when I saw about your appointment, but of course I never did. H.M. prison, indeed. You should have seen that poor girl's face. Well, how are you?
I'm fine. And you? I see that you're a working girl as well.
Mm. Teenage son and broken marriage to support. Come into the office, it's a bit more private. How long is it, Faye? Oh, it's awful how one loses touch.
Yes, I know. What exactly do you do here?
Head sales lady.
Oh.
Very grand.
Oh.
There you are. Take a chair.
Thank you. I should think it's a pretty nice job.
Fairly. Not particularly rewarding, really. I call this the Chinese junk department. Oh, it's a joke, really, compared with what you're doing. Funnily enough, I was talking about you the other night.
Were you?
I met a woman at a dinner party who does some sort of voluntary work for you. Monica Yardley?
Yes, yes. She's one of our prison visitors.
I suppose you know her well.
No, not really. She started years ago, long before my time. She's quite bright.
Oh, terribly. Degrees in practically everything.
Only sociology, I think.
Oh, well, I suppose I'm all bitter and twisted because I just failed the lot.
I wouldn't say that. I think you're doing rather well.
Faye, what exactly does a prison visitor do?
Oh, just comes in occasionally and chats.
What, to all of them?
Oh, no, only one or two, privately, in their own rooms. It makes a change for them to see someone who isn't in a position of authority. It's very important that they keep a lifeline with the outside world. Of course, most of them have got families that come and see them every month, but some don't. This girl, for instance, that Mrs. Yardley comes to see, well, her husband's deserted her and her baby's in care.
Oh, that's awful. Faye, do you think I'd be any good at that?
I'm going to tea now, Mrs. Foyle.
I think you'd cheer them up no end.
No, but what sort of things do they like you to talk about?
Oh, everything under the sun. Films, fashions, pop music.
Oh, I think I could manage that. As long as one doesn't have to go all gloomy and give them little lectures.
Oh, good heavens, no. Does them a lot of good to have a bit of gossip with somebody who looks as nice as you do.
No flat heels and pull-on hats.
Certainly not. Now, why don't you think about it? Let me know. You know where you can find me.
Oh, give over. I only need a little bit. Look, I've nearly finished.
Miss Flowers, can I have another bag?
No, Rosemary, you can't. I'll have to get one out of stores. Anyhow, the bell will be going any minute.
I do hate leaving things half done.
And you can finish it tomorrow.
We don't have therapy tomorrow.
There you are. It's finished.
Aye, and he does look nice. More like a football with ears. Come on, tea.
That's all for today, then. Now, don't forget to put everything away. Better run along, Linda. You're late for tea.
Oh, I'll help you clear away, Miss Flowers.
No, don't bother. Sure you'd rather be with the others?
Wouldn't.
You don't make friends very easily, do you?
They don't make friends with me.
No, I wonder why that is.
Because I'm a bit of a freak, aren't I? They can't make me out. I don't look like a girl. But I don't fit in with Fran and Ella and that lot, so what am I?